Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Packers and the Jets. All that and more coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try to prevent that from happening again.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with a first touchdown of the Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Jets are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. first and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Tunyon's got it on the out route. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher's right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Thanks to receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Here's Jones again on second down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit. Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going. Good sign on the opening drive. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Rodgers going to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Open man is Denzel Mims. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now it's Wilson. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Straight ahead is home.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Play action. It's Wilson.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now is it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for as much as anyone.
4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Rodgers now on 1st down.
Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan
from 17 yards out.
And the Packers have moved out in front.
extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Second and 7 from the 20. To throw is Wilson. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Wilson. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Up the middle, Jones. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's all in the end result.
They'll go again to Jones. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. Rodgers with a keeper, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Packers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. set to go as they will kick this one away. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop them with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll air this one out from Mims.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on fourth down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
Fielded at the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Goyle. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
offense ready to get their next drive underway. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out.
Braxton Berrios on the return. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's got a man, it's his fullback. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. On the move to his left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long.
And it's third down. Third and 15.
To throw is Rodgers. Open man, Amari Rodgers, complete. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
Brings up 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. But right now, it's clearly the defenses that are stealing the spotlight in the biggest stage of sports. That's only the 4th time ever, Charles, that we have seen teams trade interceptions on back-to-back drives in Super Bowl history.
Something so rare, yet special that we're watching, because typically the teams we see playing here on Super Bowl Sunday, they're the ones that know how to limit turnovers. Just goes to show how talented both of these defenses are, that they're still coming through and forcing miscues with a Lombardi trophy on the line.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
3rd quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now. In motion comes the tight end left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy. 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
We're in the golden high tops as well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
second down, another shot for Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Slant route, he's got Dobbs. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. We are through 3 quarters of play here from So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, Packers! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. A throw down the field caught by his running back. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
In motion left is Wilson. Wilson looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle, because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
Again, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
On play action, Rodgers. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
It's 2nd down.
Rodgers going to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches that tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Steps away to his left. A check down here to Jones. Finding room at midfield. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers rolling to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Rodgers looking to throw. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.